All right, guys. My name's Alberto, aka Destroyer 48, aka Subscribe for Food, aka Subscribe for Nuts, haha. Aka I have a trillion channels, aka I'm the ghost with the most. Doesn't make sense, but sounds pretty damn good. If you're here for the Borderlands new movie review, and you're in the right place, we're gonna go over parts of the movie. Oh, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share if you like my videos. So yeah, once again, we're gonna go over the parts of the movie, and at some point, I'm probably gonna Borderlands. If you guys don't know, is made after a video game. There's four video games out there. There's Borderlands: A New Year, which is the first one. Borderlands pre-sequel is Borderlands 2, and there's Borderlands 3. And I played all of them. I played Borderlands 2 the most. Some of them I don't play so much. I'm gonna be quite honest about it. So, but I'm gonna be able what I see difference from the video game and the difference in the movie. I'm gonna let you know what from my point of view. I am not a hardcore. I do play Borderlands 2 a lot, but I don't play the other one so much. So I'm just gonna tell you what the difference I see from the game experience I played. And I made Destroyer 48 on when I play Borderlands 4. If y'all still, I'm sorry, Borderlands 2. If y'all playing Borderlands, if y'all still playing Borderlands 2 in the PS4. All right, I'm babbling too much. Let's get started. All right, so let's. Oh, by the way, I'm not gonna give a spoiler alert ending, like the total ending. I'm not gonna give away for sure. So let's get started. It's Borderlands starts off with Tiny Tina. She is she's in a space station. I think it's the one that comes out in the game. Spaceship or a space station? To me, it looks like a space station. It looks like the satellite. She's there. Something like they're gonna. She's in danger of getting attacked, and but a soldier. Oh, by the way, Kevin Hart plays Roland and Jamie Lee Curtis plays Tannis. But so Roland, played by Kevin Hart, he goes to tell Tiny Tina, "Hey, you're gonna be under attack. They sent me to come rescue you." So she said like, "Okay, whatever." So Roland rescues Tiny Tina, and they run down the hallway in the space station, and there's like a room that blows up or something like that, and somebody comes out, and it's Krieg, and and Krieg's like this big jacked guy that has a mask on, and it's like if you all don't know Tiny Tina, Tiny Tina has bunny ears. She's a little girl, and Roland is a soldier. So they go on an escape pod. They leave the, the station. Not want to be captured by some enemies. So they take off and then they land on a planet called Pandora. Next we have Lilith. She is being hired. She's being hired to go rescue Tiny Tina as well, which is kind of weird because Roland already rescued her. So uh, Lilith is in outer space too, some other planet. She's like they're gonna send me to Pandora. That's my home planet. So they send Lilith to Pandora. Lilith lands on Pandora, and she is picked up by Marcus. Marcus is in a van. He gives tours to vault hunters or helps them get to their location. That's all it's about. Pandora is all about trying to find vaults and stuff. Like as the vaults have maybe something of an importance or riches or whatever. There's all these vault hunters, and but she tells Marcus ends up giving her a ride in a van, and Marcus is like you're a vault hunter, and Lilith's like, no, I'm not a vault hunter. It's funny because they throw her bag on top of the van. And Marcus is in the video games is known to be as a gun dealer. So he takes her and he drops. She's in the van for a while, and he drops her off at a location. And the location is she is close to finding Tiny Tina, and Tiny Tina is like in a junkyard, and she's hiding somewhere, and Lilith trying to find her, and then she ends up finding her like in a trailer or something, and Lilith gives her a bar, and then Tiny Tina throws her like a bunny bomb, and she nearly escapes. And Krieg comes out. So Tiny Tina does not trust Lilith, and for a while she's fighting her and Krieg are fighting Tiny Tina. I'm sorry, fighting Lilith. And at one point, Tiny Tina's like, Krieg, get her, and they're fighting and all this stuff. But they end up finally making peace. Roland comes in his own vehicle, and it's like some kind of van too, but it's like an armored van. It's not like Marcus' van. They get in there, and Lilith finally gets the trust of Tiny Tina, because Tiny Tina was trying to blow her up. So they all get in Roland's armored van vehicle, whatever it is. They're all in there. They end up fighting psychos. The psychos look spectacular, man. They just look like the video game. That I do give. And they end up going to Sanctuary. And Sanctuary is like a city they need to go to. They run into Moxley. Now Roland, they have his picture everywhere that he's wanted, probably to get to Tiny Tina. And they get to Sanctuary, and they go into Moxley's bar. They get information. Later on, they meet up with Tannis. Tannis is played by Jamie Lee Curtis. And Tannis is this older lady that is going to help him out. She has information. There is a scene where all of them are in the van, and they're fighting psychos and stuff like that. Not in Sanctuary, but another scene where they're out of Sanctuary, and they make this jump in the van. They go through this big worm monster. That's the one they show in the previews. If you all seen the previews. But they get out of Sanctuary, and then they run into more psychos, and there's this army that's after them too. And the army looks like it's run by some commander called Nox. It's a pretty girl with short hair. And Lilith actually looks old. She looks like she's 63, like an old woman. But I will talk about that later. So they get out of Sanctuary, and they're fighting psychos, and they think Tiny Tina's important, like she's magical important. And they do show a car that looks more like a car that comes out in Borderlands 2. But no, in Borderlands 2 the car's flat. There's a car where the springs are higher. It's more jacked up like a monster truck, so that looks more like a car from Borderlands 3. They drive that at one point. But now we're going to get to Sanctuary. They got out of Sanctuary. They're fighting psychos. They're trying to go to this location, and I think they're trying to find a vault or something. And they go into a tunnel where there's a whole bunch of psychos. They start fighting with them. They try to sneak it, try to go around them, but they're trying to fight to them. Later on, they fight more soldiers. Because mainly there's just psychos and soldiers there. And they finally they find out that Tina is not the special one. It's Lilith, you know, and they're out in the desert, and then the army's in hot pursuit of them. Then it turns out that this guy named Atlas, he's the one that's like Atlas is like he's the one I think that sent Roland and Lilith to go get Tina, and what Atlas wants is for them to open a vault, and then he finds out that Lilith is the one that really has the power, not Tiny Tina, and that Lilith has and they have a key too for something, but Lilith is the one that could open the vault. It's like this, like a big doorway in the middle of the desert. That's really cool scene. I like it. This is like close to the end. A lot of cycles are there. A lot of the army's there, and their Atlas is the main guy, and Nox, the pretty lady commander of the bad guys. She's there too, and they're all just. I like this part because the good guys, Krieg's there, Roland's are all there. The good guys and the bad guys, all of Atlas's army, and Nox are all there. And then they have this guy that's really cool. It's like a metal robot with horns. It would be like a devil robot. That's what it looks like. He looks super cool, man. Looks awesome. I think he looks awesome like Krieg. He looks more awesome than Krieg, and he ends up fighting Krieg. But at the end, don't worry, I'm not gonna give the main ending out. Lilith does open the doorway. Tiny Tina finds out that she's not the person. It's Lilith, and Lilith has all these magical powers. She even gets fire wings, and at one point, I think she even picks up with magic. She picks up Tiny Tina, and that's gonna start. After that's gonna start the final battle. And like I promised, I'm not gonna spoil it, and I'm gonna stop there. I'm not gonna spoil the ending for you. Now I'm gonna give you comments of what I think about what happened, what I think about this movie. I may do comparisons with the video game. I'm gonna be honest. I saw a lot of reviews saying that this movie flopped, and I know why. Well, because I read the reviews. Then they said like a lot of gamers, like a lot of people that play the video games, which are over there, they said that it was not gonna the video game because the video game has profanity. Part 2 does. This one right here, that has a lot of profanity. Say a lot of bad words, and then there's a lot of gruesome parts, people exploding and all that. Now, I think the movie flopped because the review said that was not gonna have it. They were not gonna have a lot of gruesome parts, which it didn't. They didn't, and they were gonna take a lot of profanity. Although, Claptrap is with them. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention Claptrap. Claptrap with them the whole time. The robot. There's some robots with them, like the R2D2. If y'all haven't seen the movies, like the freaking R2D2 of Star Wars, it's Claptrap. He's like a trash can on a wheel, and he's like the video game. He's still annoying, so he got that part right. But so it's got the main point I was gonna say. I was in the beginning, but I guess I'll keep it last. Like, come on, people. I am in my mid-40s, and I watch a lot of movies, and I have enough experience to tell you that when you have a movie that goes after a video game or a toy or something, in this case, a movie, get an idea from a video game, Hollywood changes everything. Hollywood will change the movie. Where the movie's made, Hollywood. Okay? And these kids, probably in their mid-20s, not to offend anybody, or their 30s or whatever, and they play the video games, they're not old enough to me to understand that Hollywood changes the game. When you get older, you're gonna find this out. So that's why it flopped. I think a lot of younger guys, younger kids were like, I want the movie to be like the video game. Sorry, I hate to misinform you. Hollywood changes a lot of stuff. But for me, and I admit, I only played Borderlands 2 the most, and I know the most about that. I haven't played. I played pre-sequel. I didn't play it that much. Borderlands 3, I didn't play it that much. The first Borderlands New Year, I didn't play it that much. And from what I got from it is that a lot of the stuff looked kind of like the video game, so they should be satisfied. The Psychos, they looked like they were like the video game. The big tall vehicle, that was like Borderlands 3. Tiny Tina looked good, looked like the video game. The only one they messed up on, well, let me go through the other ones. Krieg looked like the video game. He looked awesome. Krieg looked awesome. Except he didn't have the power like the video game where his arm turns into a dragon and shoots fire or something. He did not have that. Fine. Hollywood changes stuff. Don't shouldn't cry about it. Roland was Kevin Hart. Roland is tall in the video game, and he has a deep voice and it looks like he has a lame character, like he has no personality. They totally changed. So they totally changed Roland and put Kevin Hart to play him. You know Kevin Hart's gonna be funny. That's fine to me. I already know. Like I said, Hollywood's gonna change it. They changed him, to me it was for the better. They made him short, funnier, and to me, if you're gonna change it, do it like that. At least change it to be more cool. Kevin Hart has more personality. Roland the game doesn't. Um, the Psychos looked exactly the same as the video game, man. They looked awesome. They had a lot of psycho parts. It was really crazy psychos. It's like if you haven't played the game or you didn't know about the game or the movie, the Psychos have these masks on and they're completely crazy. They don't care. They're crazy. They don't care about their own lives. They'll attack you and they'll be like suicide. They usually carry weapons. Sometimes they usually carry like knives and stuff like that, but sometimes I think they have guns. Craig is gonna fight that at the end. He's gonna fight that demon robot, which is really cool. It's a good battle. I didn't spoil the complete ending for you. They may change the story around, but to me, it kind of has like for sure, probably from Borderlands 2, it has some of the characters. Borderlands 1, it probably takes some from that. They do have a lot of flying aircraft too. They have a lot of flying aircraft and trucks, the bad guys. I like the movie. Before I forget, I'm gonna tell you, I like the movie. I enjoyed it. I don't know why I know why it flopped, but it's like, come on, guys. Hollywood changes everything. Well, don't be so picky. I think we're so lucky that they even made a Borderlands movie. I thought for a while they said, oh, the Borderlands movie's gonna come out. I'm like, no, it's not gonna come out. I got lucky it did come out. We should like it. We should enjoy it. Because later on, they might make another Borderlands to our liking. Or, to you guys. Like, I like this movie. But you guys that don't, maybe they'll make another one. They'll probably make a B movie that will look more like the video game. Or maybe they'll make another one that's backed up like this one. I heard they spent $100,000 in this movie. And I heard in its opening it only made $1 million. So come on, guys. Give the movie a chance. I think maybe it's too late for that, but go watch it. Go help the movie out. I don't think that many people are gonna see this review. I only have 243 followers, something like that. But for me, and then there was this old couple that was sitting beside me, and I asked them, did they like it? And they said, yeah, they liked it. It's kid friendly. You see, the thing is, they could have gone the route and went to the doing gruesome and having a lot of profanity, a lot of bad words in it, and it probably wouldn't have made that much money, because it's like a horror movie in a way. Horror has that stuff too, profanity and all that, and horror movies don't make a lot of money. They usually don't. So if you go the kid friendly way for kids to watch it, more families go. It's kind of like going the Walt Disney route, and to me, it's like, go for it. I mean, Claptrap only said 2 bad word shit, and I think he said it twice. Maybe I shouldn't have said it. Hopefully, I don't get in trouble with YouTube. But I think they took this route to be more family oriented. I think it's a PG-13 rating. There was a lot of shootings and stuff, but they didn't show a lot of blood and all that stuff. They shot a lot of psychos. In my opinion, people should not be hating on this movie. They should give it a chance. They should at least admire, even though it's not like the exactly like the video game. They should admire that a lot of parts, like the cycles, a lot of the vehicles. They had this big spaceship that came out in Borderlands 2 that they have to destroy. That kind of looked like that big spaceship that comes out at the end. Um, a lot of parts did look like the video game. So I was satisfied, but I think the people don't like this as a hardcore Borderlands gamers that know everything about all four games and know everything. I don't know that much. But still, they shouldn't be, in my opinion, they shouldn't be hating on this movie. Give it a chance. You know, if it flops, whatever, but still go and give it a chance. You know, if it keeps going like this, that people hate on when they make Borderlands movie, they're not gonna make any more Borderlands movie, and I'm not gonna like that. I'd rather have them make more. I don't care if it's a Borderlands B movie or a big. It's kind of like a big motion picture is big, because there's a lot of money behind it, and either make a B movie or make another big motion picture about Borderlands. That's what I would want. Um, They had the monster dogs come out. See if I can remember anything else. That was the part where they're all in the van. They go through a monster and they go through it and it blows up and all that. That was for the preview that came on the preview. That was pretty cool. Um, think that's all I have to say about it. Go check it out, man. I liked it. I give the movie. Let's see. I can break it down to for vehicles. I give it an A plus. A plus. Uh, Everything else that looks comparing the movie to the cycles and all that to the video game, I give it an A plus. Except Lilith. Lilith is like again. Looks like she's. They say she's supposed to be 33 years old. She looks like she's 63. She is an old woman. You take the makeup off, you have an old woman. They had the hair down to a pact. Her uniform looked good, except she's too old. That's the only main flaw I saw. But I'm like, okay, I'll just go with it. That's Hollywood. Other than that, the movie was good. Except it didn't have that many gruesome parts. They made it kid friendly, and I think that was a good route. It flopped, but I guess it didn't work. I thought it would work. But I'm babbling too much. I think I talked too much about this. I would probably have more to say, but I don't want to keep going and I don't want to make this too long. So I'm going to go ahead and end it. Thank you for watching my movie review. If you like my movie review, subscribe, like, and share. I need all that stuff, guys. If you can help me out, I appreciate it. Only if you like my videos. So I'm going to go ahead and end this from Alberto from Borderlands movie review. I'm signing off. And don't forget, again, subscribe, like, and share. And I will see you in the next one. Have a good day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.